Hi everyone, what's happening? Hope you're all well, hope you're all safe. Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I'm in a new environment. As most of you know, me and Jamie moved house last week. I'm in one of the more empty rooms of the house. This is going to be my new office, but I don't actually have that much furniture for it yet. Just a few things that we brought from the old place. We've spent the week settling in, unpacking, cleaning, all that good stuff. So ever since I started running last year and uploading my runs and my challenges and things like that to social media, I've had people asking me for running advice, from how to start running right up to how I trained for my marathon. So I thought the best way to answer those questions would be just to sit down and talk through my experiences of running thus far. So to be honest with you, it was pretty much the Forrest Gump method for me when I started. You know, I just opened the door and fucking legged it.
I just felt like running.
I did pay the price for that. My first run was last year. It was the start of the first lockdown here in the UK and the gyms had just shut. My workout routine was pretty much up in the air and I turned to running to sort of tick me over and keep me fit until the gyms opened back up. I went out and done a half marathon as my first serious run. That was the most I'd ever ran in my life, or the furthest I'd ever run in my life, and as I say, I paid the price. My legs were in bits and I was in agony. I could hardly walk up the stairs for about a week. So that's probably my first piece of advice for someone looking to start out running. Don't go out and try and hammer it too fast too soon, because you'll gas yourself out and you'll feel shit, you feel as if you can't run, and you could potentially injure yourself. You don't want to go out and try and race everybody like Mo Farah that you see in the street, because these people that you see have probably been doing it for a long time. They've built up their leg muscles, they've built up their stamina. You're going to feel terrible, you're going to feel as if you can't do it, so it's definitely not a good place to start. So where is a good place to start? I would probably say by downloading a good running app. I use the Nike Run Club. I found this really easy to use. It's got a great interface, it's really accessible. It tracks your time, your pace, your distance, and it has a lot of tutorials and beginner programs focused on new runners. So you've got like your couch to 5k and things like that on there. So it makes it really easy to keep a track of your runs when you're starting out. That'll also keep you away from comparing yourself to everyone else that you see, you know, out in the streets. You don't want to be racing people anytime, to be honest with you, when you're out running the streets, but you can find that you want to try and match people's pace, you know, match someone else that you see running. So this app can keep you focused on setting your own records and beating your own times and things like that. It's also got challenges and stuff that you can set yourself or within a group of friends. When I started out, me and the boys that I was training with in the gym would all send each other screenshots of our runs, you know, and see who was going fastest and stuff like that. So it adds a wee bit of competition to it, and it keeps it lively and fun. But yeah, that's the main thing, building up your leg muscles and building up your stamina, going slow pace over a short distance at the start and slowly building it all up. You're also going to want to learn how to stretch properly. A lot of new runners find that they can get shin splints quite easily, sore legs, so stretching before and after your runs is a great idea. You can find tutorials on how to do proper running stretches here on YouTube, and what I'd probably advise is to maybe even stretch mid-run when you're just starting out. So if you're running the streets, just hold up against a garden fence, wall, lamppost and get a stretch in. Everybody's different. You might find that your legs are okay when you're starting out, other people won't. You're also going to want to invest in decent running gear, most notably a decent pair of running shoes. I use Nike running shoes. These are the Nike Joyrides, I think they're called. Yep, Joyride. They're absolutely brilliant. I love them. I actually look forward to putting them on and going for my run. What you're really looking for in a running shoe is good cushion and good padding in the base of the shoe, so that, you know, it can absorb the impact when you're running. That's not how I run, but you get the picture. They say that you can usually get between 450 to 500 miles out of a pair of running shoes, but I've definitely done a good bit more than that in these, and I feel that they're still going strong. As long as they're comfortable and you've got no discomfort when you're running, that's the main thing. And yeah, a good pair of running shoes can stop injury as well. In terms of your layers, I've got a few of my favourite pieces here. This video is in no way sponsored, but I was gifted a couple of these pieces. This first one is from a company called Nystart Fitness. They sent me this over and I absolutely love it. I use this as my base layer. It's just a really lightweight t-shirt. Sometimes you don't even realise it's there. It's that light, and it doesn't hold any water as well, so the sweat and stuff's not going to bog it down. Another thing about this company is they donate 50% of their profits to mental health charities as well, which I thought was a really good incentive. This top just come through and I've actually only worn it once. I wore it in my run yesterday, but I really enjoyed it. Again, really lightweight. It's kind of made of like a flexible material. material, you know, it's got a wee bit of give to it, so it kind of moulds onto your muscles. It's tight fitted as well, so it's quite aerodynamic, and again has no water retention whatsoever. One of the most comfortable tops I've worn in a long time. And then when it's a wee bit cold outside and I've got my gloves and my Tammy hat on, I stick on my Nike running jacket. Again, really lightweight. I picked these up from a sports supply website. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll link it down below. But again, hardly hold any water. The water just drips right off them. They wash really easily as well. I find that I can wear them a few times throughout the week. Your nutrition obviously plays a big part in running as well, like it does with any other workout. What I personally eat before like my usual morning run is just a bowl of porridge and have a big glass of water to keep myself hydrated. The porridge I find gives me enough energy for my normal runs throughout the week. That's usually between 5 and 10 kilometres. If you're going anything above 10k, you know, you're going up to 20, maybe into half marathon territory, you're going to really want to carb up. So when I do my half marathons or I do a run of that calibre, I have a big amount of carbs the night before. I maybe have like a big bowl of pasta the night before, and then I have more carbs thereafter. And it's because your body's burning so many calories when you do a run like that. You need the carbohydrates beforehand so that your body's got a storage of energy to burn off, and then you're going to want to refuel thereafter with the carbohydrates as well, so that your body's refueling the energy. You can also have like rice cakes or something like that throughout the 24 hours that you're doing the run. I always find when I finish that I really crave sugar as well. I mean, you're burning so much, you want to get the sugar back into your system. You probably want to get some salt back into your system as well. I do tend to indulge after I've done a run like that, but I mean, you deserve it. You've worked hard in the run, you deserve the good stuff as well. In terms of supplementation, you can also have your protein and stuff, just the same you would do with any other workout. That can help in the rebuilding of your leg muscles. I usually have some pre-workout as well, just to give me that extra energy boost, especially when I'm doing the longer runs like the marathon. So the marathon training was obviously pretty intense. To train for the marathon, what I done was 3 10Ks throughout the week. That was the midweek. And then at the weekend I'd do just over a half marathon. And again, just like I said, when you're starting out running, that was just to get my legs adapting to the long distances and to build up the stamina level as well. So it works right across the board, whether you're starting out or you're going for a big run. You're always doing the sort of build up training, you know, you're building yourself up to get to that next level. But there really is no feeling like finishing the marathon. Your body gets through so much, it's grueling, it's hard going, you're in your own head a lot, you have a lot of conversations with yourself along the way, you get through so many emotions, but the feeling of pure accomplishment when you get to that finishing mark is absolutely unparalleled. I would advise anybody who's thought about it before to go for it. And I think that is pretty much it. I mean, as I say, I've only been doing it for a year myself, I'm still learning along the way, but I just absolutely love it. It's so rewarding and it gives you so much both mentally and physically. If you've started out and you're finding it hard and you're struggling and things like that, just try and remember why you started. You know, what were the reasons that you wanted to do this? Was it to prove something to yourself? Was it to get fit? Running has helped me so much through lockdown. Just being able to get out, stick my earphones in, get my tunes on, and you know, see places that I wouldn't usually be seeing stuck in the house has really helped. I found it very, very therapeutic. So obviously I would advise everybody, if you've thought about it or if you've never thought about it, to get their running shoes on and go out and hit the streets. So if there's anything else that you'd like to know or that you think I've missed, please leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you. And apart from that, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can take something away from it, and happy running. I'll see you next time.